Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's your host, Dr. Giggles, in the house. And this week, we're going to take a little different tone on some stuff this week. A lot of cool things have started going on, and I want to do the update and let you guys know also about Fright Fest. And there's a whole bunch of, a few bits of news. And we're going to talk about SFNEOnline.org. We're going to talk about Fright Fest and whatever else comes up in this bad boy this evening. So there's quite a few topics. Hey, Coaster Box, what's up? And by now, Brett, you should see that it's starting right now, obviously. And so I want to first start off by saying thank you to everybody who watched the Wicked Cyclone reverse POV that we did during Wicked Cyclones Media Day. There's a video all about it. I just made like a stupid little video just thanking everybody. I made a complete mess down here. There's still stuff. Actually, today, when I was in here, I happened to notice that there was silly string on the back glass of Gremlins, but I got that pretty much cleaned up. I just got to get it off the regular glass. It was a mess. There was silly string. There was confetti. I mean, there was piles from that. For those that didn't watch the video, watch the video. And you'll see at the end of the video a ton of confetti going off. And what do you call it? There was piles. I took a picture. I need to post that. There was piles of confetti on top of the Star Wars pinball machine. There was a pile of confetti, and there's still some on the floor because I just did a crappy job of vacuuming. But I really need to clean down here. I've been really slacking in the real world with just life because, as you know, I've been trying to pimp the YouTube page out. And yes, I finally stopped. We're going to talk about that, about updating the web page. We're going to get into all that in a few. And so on and so forth. I saw that, Lindsay, about the I have no idea what Shambhala and Red Force is. I don't even know what those are. I never even heard of them. Oh, yeah, Steel Vengeance will have way more confetti. But yeah, I heard about the Legoland's 50th, and I believe that they got a coaster going in, actually. I saw something pop up about that, and I didn't really get into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really look at it yet. I noticed slowly, I've been, with this whole YouTube thing that I've been trying to do, I've been actually looking at the analytics and looking at everything, and there's starting to be more and more people from overseas watching, which is cool, all over Europe and stuff, which is really neat. I don't know what Red Force is. You're going to have to let us know what that is. I don't know what Shambhala or Red thing is. Yeah, that would be nice. I heard Ice Jets at Canopy Lake is going to be opening soon. I don't know when exactly, but I heard it should be opening any time now because it's all built. I don't know what the rest that they have to do to get it up and going, but I heard that's going to be like any day now that Ice Jet is going to open, which is nice because I'm either going next weekend or the weekend after. Not 100% sure yet on that. I got to check a couple things. I'm going to probably be going within the next 2 weeks to Canopy Lake. Oh, we are going to talk about the Great America accident. That's actually the first topic on the list. So let's get into that. Because I don't necessarily have a rant. Because again, Dave, that you guys all know from the Grow Show, he recorded a video while I was at Pinball League, which I did actually pretty good. Because when you play Pinball League, the max score you can get is 40 points. I got 28. So I was really happy with that. Because last season, they do 3 seasons a year. And what do you call it? I averaged about a 12 or a 14 or something in the summer league, and I did horrible. So the first week, this was the third week. The first week I got a 36. The second week I sucked and I got like a 16 or an 18, 16, and then I got a 20. I bounced back, so that's cool. So yeah, but anyway, while I was at Pinball League, Dave was recording a video. You can go after, if you haven't watched it. I don't know if you care or not, but it's his reaction to the whole thing, and it's really good. And I agree with what Dave says on that totally, 100%. But for those that don't know what happened at Six Flags Great America, there was this fight that broke out over the weekend, and what basically was, there was like 9 kids. Well, I should say for ages like 13 to, I don't know, 18, 19, around there. And they were line jumping. And the father said something about it. And then them 9 hooligans started, they just beat the hell out of him. They were beating the hell out of the kid. They beat the hell out of the mother in the ride line. And here's the thing. Obviously, my thinking is totally bad upbringing on these kids, and totally bad about things like that happening. And there's a lot of back and forth that I've been seeing since the incident throughout the industry of saying, say something, don't say something, do something, don't do something. My take is, if I'm in that vicinity and I'm seeing that, I'm not just going to stand there and let I don't care what race, color, sexual orientation, religion you're in, I'm not going to let somebody get their ass whipped. I'm just not going to let that happen myself. Yeah, they ended up catching all 9 of the hooligans. They were like, I guess, almost leaving. They were already out of the park, and they caught them in the car or whatever, so they all got arrested. So that's good. But nobody did really anything, and it took a little bit of time for somebody to get security and all that involved. But it's tough. And, I mean, there's signs everywhere in the park that say, hey, no line jumping, get kicked out of the park. Yeah, all 3 of them. The father, the mother, and the 12-year-old boy is in the hospital. So that's lawsuit city all around. They're going to probably say lack of security on Six Flags, and then these hooligans there. They're all going to be responsible for all that. My take on all this is, I hate line jumping. Totally hate it, and I hate when it happens. I always speak up. And a couple times I was able to get the line jumpers at least kicked out of the line. Because if it was me, I'd be the one, if I was cutting the line, I know I would be kicked out. And if I'm waiting a long time, you should wait. I don't care that your friends or your parents or you make believe whatever's up in the front. I don't care. Get in the back, and if it means that much to you to be with them, have them come back to you. If not, when you guys get off, you meet up, whatever. I'm a mouthy guy. People that know me in real life know I'm mouthy, and I know my days are numbered before I get my butt kicked. I know that's coming. And I'm not saying I run around like a badass saying, but if somebody says something to me, I'm going to say it back. I'm not going to just sit there and take it. I had been bullied my entire life, from kindergarten all the way to the end of high school. And I had to fight with it all the time. And, fights all the time. I was getting picked on, pushed around, thrown in lockers, against lockers. People were fighting me, and then eventually... So, I can understand people like, hey, So, when you get these people going like that, and they're going, hey, it was totally uncalled for. I mean, at worst, those kids should have been like, hey, F you, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And walk away, or whatever. They made it the point to go and just stop. I mean, they stopped them. I mean, so far there's no video footage. There's nothing, which I'm sure it's going to pop up. Somebody in that line definitely took video, because in today's world, everybody wants a viral video. They want to get famous. So, hey, I'm going to videotape this fight at Six Flags and everybody's going to watch my video. I'm sure somebody's got video. I don't know if the cops got video. I don't know if it's on YouTube, Facebook, whatever. I'm sure it's going to make its rounds soon enough. But from what I heard, they were just punching and kicking the dude, all of them, like in the face and the ribs and just beating on him. All of them. You know, the father's getting his butt kicked and the son's getting his butt kicked. Mother trying to get in, she's getting her butt kicked. I mean, really, like, how do you let something like that, what do you call it? How do things like this happen? And, in a societal breakdown and stuff like that. I just don't understand how some people can just go, hey, I'm just going to turn around and just kick somebody's butt because they said something. I mean, I'm not going to just turn around and hit someone because they said something. Usually I wait until they throw the first punch and then I fight back. I'm not going to stand there and take it, but I'm not going to throw the first punch. I don't recall which ride it was. I just, the whole thing is about, the whole focus was on the fight, not the ride. So I'm sure the information is out there. Yeah, I mean, people, I agree. It does remind of the incident a few years ago at Canopy. People are nuts today. I don't know why, but people are crazy all over the spectrum. For no matter what your beliefs, everybody's just nuts. And that's why I try, I go to my amusement parks, I go to work, I go to my pinball, and then my life has been so crazy the last, 2 or 3 weeks. I've barely slept in the last 2 or 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I work, and the phone calls start at 7:30 in the morning, and sometimes they'll go all the way up to 8 o'clock at night, depending upon the time zone. And but as soon as I get home from work at 4:30, 5 o'clock, then I spend a little bit of time with the kids. Then the kids go off and they go do their homework, or they go do whatever, and then I'm down here. I was scrolling through all kinds of old video to try to edit it and do all this other stuff. And that's just, this is just what I've been doing. I'm not trying to be a millionaire on YouTube. I'm just trying to, and I know it's a learning curve, and I'm trying my best to edit better and get better footage and so on, and try different editing techniques and try different things. So it's going to be a work in progress. You're going to see a lot of crappy videos, and then eventually you're going to start seeing some really good videos. So it's just a learning curve and a learning process, and just doing whatever. And I think now what you're going to start seeing happen, and hopefully it happens, they're going to have to hire more security all across the board. Because it seems, and it's not just Six Flags, it happens Canopy Lake. There's been fights at Dorney, and there's been fights at Cedar Point. There's been fights at there's fights at Disney. There's fights everywhere. So, in areas, like a Chicago or Maryland and in different areas, if you look at the clientele, and I'm not saying that in a bad way, a lot of the places are in poorer sections where they don't have the proper, how do I put this? They don't have the proper means to get a good education, or and it's not just blacks, it's whites and Spanish and everything. When you're put in the situation of being in inner cities and stuff like that, and you grow up like that, and there's a lot of crime like that, it's kind of like watching an old NWA video, and it's just like gangsta, and people live that life, and that's all they know, and so when they have that mentality, and it's the way that they've been raised, they're still bringing that gangsta mentality to anywhere they go. So that stuff was obviously bound to happen. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's people fight over, like you said, toys for Black Friday, and there's all kinds of stuff. Yeah, bomb threats, there's fights, there's everywhere at parks. There's all kinds of stuff going on at parks. They're gonna have to tighten the security in the lines. I know from my experience, because I mainly go to Six Flags New England versus other Six Flags parks, but they used to, I can remember like being in the Superman line when you would wait, 30, 40 minutes, an hour, whatever, and so they used to be, one or two security roaming all around the queue line. They'd be in different. I remember they used to have one, because they used to have what I call the lifeguard chairs. They had two of them, and now they're gone. They really need to kind of, if you got the security there overlooking, and they put those lifeguard chairs back, I think you're going to start seeing less and less line jumping, because when they had those chairs there, the line jumping drastically dropped. So they may have to suck it up, spend the extra on security, and do that. Not that we want to be like in a police state with security all around you, but it'll help prevent a lot of things. So I think this is probably going to stop being a turning point. Look, and Brett says fight at Animal Kingdom in August of this year, August 9th. So there's fights all the time. And I think that's why there's an issue going on with Halloween Horror Nights. People are complaining that they're limiting the booze now. It's not freely everywhere. You have to go to certain areas of Universal to get the alcohol. And people are kind of like, Hollywood banned alcohol. I'm not sure if they brought it back or it's a new ban. I can't remember, because there's been so much talk about the alcohol at Halloween Horror Nights, and how a lot of people are saying that the alcohol and the amusement park stuff are starting not to fit because people are getting like crazy drunk, and it's causing fights and problems, and so I don't know what to really think about that, but it's a sad thing to see at Great America that there was a fight. It kind of sucks. So that's that in a nutshell. All right, so moving on. Kings Island. Dinosaurs Alive is officially leaving after October 29th. Forever, never coming back. I mean, if those of you have been watching the Grow Show for a long time, when they started announcing all that Dinosaurs Alive stuff, I said, I'm surprised it lasted as long as it did. I'm going to be honest about that. I was just very skeptical about Dinosaurs Alive. Yes, it's cool to have dinosaur animatronics. Who the hell doesn't love dinosaurs? I know when I was a kid, I was all about dinosaurs, and I know they do that in today's world. And plus, the GP, I could use a great example of that. One of the times I went to Lake Compounce with their dinosaur little exhibit there, the GPs over there busting the fingers off the dinosaurs, and so you know what I'm saying. It's kind of like people don't respect nothing. It's not theirs. They paid to get in, and they just don't respect nothing. You got kids or teenagers or whatever breaking, and I'm sure that's the thing going on. Things are getting busted, and it's not worth it. And the first year I'm like, oh, cool, like you want to check it out because it's something new and different. But then after that, once you've seen it once, do you really need to see it again? And then they started including it with the season passes, and then people wanted to smile, duck, smile. I have no idea. So, like I said, I'm glad to see it gone. They can better utilize the land for something else. Stuff like that just doesn't, like I said, it doesn't last. So next on the list, and I'm surprised about this, Foxwoods opened up 2 rides. They got the Drop Tower and the other ride there. Now they're going to be doing an indoor go-kart track, evidently. Construction starts at the end of this month, which it should be starting any day now, and it should be open for the spring of 2018. So now Foxwoods is getting into the ride business, and and they're putting, now they got 2 rides. They got go-karts. I wonder what's next. Are they gonna like put an addition, maybe an indoor water park at some point? Maybe an indoor amusement park? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you guys think, but that's my thinking on all this. I know someone was talking about this, and people keep popping up. Top Thrill Drag Store suffered a big issue, something to do with the catch car and chewing up a fin. So they don't know for sure if it's going to be down for the season or if it's going to reopen. I haven't heard anything. The last I knew, and the pictures that I physically saw online, it didn't look good for Top Thrill Dragster. So it may be down for the season. It may open. I don't know the answer to that. And once we find out, I'll let you know. For sure, I'll let you know. Because I really don't know what the deal is with Top Thrill. So, we'll see. It was Top Thrill Cubster for a week. Oh, yeah, when it was for the thing. Hi, Candy Blake. I have no idea who you are. But you got here by joining in. You magically appeared. Magically, like Lucky Charms. Yeah, I don't know who that is. But that's cool. It's cool for people to watch. Just watch and hang out. We'll just, Yeah, Lincoln, Rhode Island has the indoor, Love Your Butt. I have no idea who that is. Does anybody, how do you know what my butt looks like? Very interesting. But anyway, yeah, Lincoln, Rhode Island has an indoor go-kart track. And, actually, me and some of the employees at work are going to set up a weekend. And, we're going to go race each other. It's a little pricey, but you get like a good, I don't know, something like 10 or 12 laps on it. It's like, well, you have to get a license, one of their licenses, and, what do you call it? Because that means you got to watch the video and go through all that stuff, and, Candy Blake, we talk about pinball and roller coasters. Oh, okay, yeah. So at some point I am going to go there and do it, because it's also like part of this complex that has, they call it Battlegrounds. It's like indoor, I think it's like indoor paintball and, what's the little plastic BBs they call that? It's like paintball. Instead of BBs, it's little plastic things. The place is called, I think it's R1 Racing. I think usually when I'm Googling it, I just type in Lincoln, Rhode Island indoor go-kart track into Google, and then it pops up, because obviously it's the only one. They go fast. They're electric. The European style. And I'm going to actually contact them and see if maybe we can get some video, on it. And, just to check it out, tell them what we do and all that stuff. Hey, Jaden Spryer, what's up? So I'm going to check that and see what they do, see what's going on. And if they let us, cool. I don't know what the deal's going to be. And so it'll be cool if we can do that. I'm going to contact them, see what they say. And I'll bring a bunch of my gear down. And because today, no, not today, yesterday, I bought... And it was funny. I wish I had known. Yesterday I bought the GoPro Hero 5 because I had the 2 and the 3, and I wanted to start shooting some stuff in 4K, and and have a new one, and so I bought that, and then today they announced the Hero 6. I'm like, Jesus! If I just waited a couple days, but I'm trying to get it all for Fright Fest Media Day. Because I have permission to film just about everything. So we'll get into that in a minute. I'm just going to finish off this news. So speaking of indoor things, I don't know how many of you know, what do you call it? the American Dream at the Meadowlands in New Jersey. It's that big giant. It's going to be like a Mall of America only in. Oh, I've been to Six Flags in New England. I go there all the time. And hi BSM. But anyway, so they got it's. I believe it's owned by the people that made the Mall of America out in Minnesota, and they have they're doing the Nickelodeon themed amusement park and DreamWorks water park. So Pro Slides today posted a video on their Facebook page. So if you want, you can go see the video on Pro Slides Facebook page, and it shows a lot of the stuff. Hey Sean, what's up? They showed, and they were talking about a bunch of stuff, the slides that are going into this indoor water park. Blew my mind. And then after I watched the video, I emailed their public relations to get put on the what do you call it, the media list. So if they have a media day for it, then hopefully we can get invited. If not, I'm still going to go down there and check it all out. So regardless, when it does open, they're expecting it for 2019. And here's the cool thing. They're going to have the first ever indoor water coaster. They're going to have like this 50 slide complex. They're going to have a massive Tornado 60 funnel slide. So there's a bunch of stuff. They're going to have... Yeah, no, we're having a party. I like this. More and more people just need to get in this and hang out and talk roller coasters and stuff. We're going to have a ball. But anyway, so they got this whole indoor water park thing going on. So we got to wait till 2019. They said March of 2019 is when the water park opens. I don't know for sure when the amusement park portion opens. But it'd be nice to have that, especially like the winter months when we're going nuts and we got nothing really much to do. So it'd be cool to go down there. And I'm sure that they'll, what do you call it? I'm sure Ace, other coaster groups, when, because you know they're going to have roller coasters inside there. So whenever they can get, at Open 8s or whatever coaster groups will have events there. So it'll be cool, I think. More and more information keeps coming out about Legoland in New York. And I'm pumped about this because it's a brand new, built from scratch. Legoland, which is going to be cool because the only one that I've been to so far, and it's not going to stop there, is the one that's down in Florida. And have I ever been to the Pump House at Jay's Peak? No, but I heard they have a mountain coaster there. I believe. I could be wrong, but that's what I heard. So anyway, there's a lot of hurdles that Legoland New York has to go through to be able to open this park because they're getting resistance from, the citizens of the town. One of the people, that's on the town, whatever you want to call them, people are against it, but the majority of the townspeople that vote on this stuff are going, yay, 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 yay. So, so the next, I guess, I don't know how many more pieces to the puzzle that there are to get this thing going. They're trying to get Legoland built and ready for 2019. So they got less than 2 years, depending upon their opening date, to do it. I'm sure it can be done. But anyway, they just had, they got a 20-year tax break, which was one, I guess, a key piece of the puzzle to get this thing going. So that got approved. Oh, excuse me. And then they're going to finally get, after this, whatever plans they have for the park. Then that's what they got to do to be able to, I don't even know what's at Jay's Peak. I'm going to have to check that out. Because I'm trying to find a bunch of places to go to. I mean, if it's just skiing, I'm not a skier, and I'll tell you why. And I've talked about this. I don't know, when skiing comes up, I always tell the story because, one, it's kind of funny. And so I was in high school. I don't know. It might have been 10th or 11th grade. I can't remember. One of my buddies in high school was a big time skiing fanatic. So he talked me into going. Now, I had never put skis on a day in my life. I mean, I had ice skated, I played ice hockey, I've played all kinds of sports. I said, well, I'll try skiing out, just because, why not, right? First time for everything. I spent more time falling down, laying in the snow, than, Berkshire's I went to and did that. That's awesome. You know what? I have a POV of that. I need to find that. I don't know where the hell I put that. But I got that somewhere. But anyway, any case. So when I did the thing, like I said, they only had one trail open because it was Thanksgiving weekend and it was at Wachusett in Massachusetts. My buddy was just doing his thing, and I rented all the gear, and I bought my lift ticket, and I went up, and I don't know how many of you have gone skiing, but when you get to the top, and then you get the little ramp for you to slide down, when you're getting off off the chairlift. Well, I hit that, and by the time it goes down before it gets flat, bam, I fall. And I get going, bam, fall. I'm all over. I'm trying everything, and I did this a lot. I went down the mountain like 4, 5, 6 times. I don't. It was a bunch of times, and finally came my last run when I finally gave up. I don't know what any in the trail that was open was an intermediate trail. It wasn't like there was no bunny slopes open. None of that stuff. None of that. It was an intermediate trail. I'd never been on skis before. I don't know what the signs mean on the trail. I don't know what nothing is. So my friend probably wasn't really a good friend because he didn't tell me nothing. I don't know nothing. Because once he got to the top of the list, he was gone. And I didn't see him until I quit when he came down. And then we just had to wait for his parents when he was done to come get me, come get us and take me home because my father had taken us up. And I sat in the lodge. But the reason why I quit was because on the final, the final time I went down, there was this sign, and if I can remember correctly, it was a triangle sign with an exclamation point, and evidently that means icy. Like, everybody was stopping on this area, and and the funny thing was, on this last run, I finally was getting it down. Like, I could move a little bit. I wasn't perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't a pro by any means, but I was starting to get the hang of it. I wasn't falling. But where that sign was, people were stopping. And I'm like, well, screw it. I'm going. I'm like, I haven't fallen. I'm doing good. Yeah, bad mistake. I should have stopped like everybody else. Because what had happened was I flew up in the, literally, it was looking like a ski jump. I was a good 3-4 feet in the air, maybe higher, maybe, I don't know. I was just figuring I was up high. Well, while I was up in the air, the skis popped off, and one of the, the poles smashed me in the face, nose started bleeding, and skis popped off. I was able to get one, and one was up the hill, and one of the skiers brought it down to me, and, the snow patrol medic people came up to me, and, what I did was I said, look, that was about the halfway mark or whatever intermediate trail it was. I don't remember. And they were like, oh, you want to ride on the snowmobile back? I said, nah. I said, I'm gonna finish this. And I got down there. We went, nose bleeding. There's blood in the snow, blood all over me. And I skied the rest. I got to the people first aid area, and then I didn't break anything. I just had a bloody nose. I took everything off. I went in the lock. I put my stuff on. I had a few dollars. I got a soda, and I got some food. I had enough to play in the arcade. They had a couple arcade games over there. So that's what I did. I must have chilled out for a couple hours, and then that was it. And Boston doesn't have Six Flags. That's up in Agawam, which is over by Springfield, just because I want to be a jerk like that. I mean, it's a messed up story, and you know what? Even if somebody filmed it, I would still laugh. Because last year, well, not last year, this year, I did another stupid thing. For those that remember, I went on that cruise in February for almost 2 weeks. It was a 12-day cruise. The 3 weeks leading up to the cruise were one of the worst 3 weeks of my life. 3 weeks before the cruise, I'm riding my brother's little mini trail bike, and I'm trying to, I'm getting the hang of it. I'm riding around, I'm da-da-da-da-da-da, and next thing I know, I'm riding it through my parents' woods and stuff, and I just floor it. I mean, it's not like it's going like 70 miles an hour. It's like 40 miles an hour, so it's like a really fat clown sitting on this really tiny bike, look like something stupid out of a comedy movie somewhere. Well, when you're coming up from the woods up to, going up towards my parents' house, they had built like a new septic area, whatever they call it, because they're building a thing over there, and so it built the land up. It was never like that. It was just pitched, but now it's like, pitched like this now. So Luco was there, my kids were there, my brother was there, my parents were there. Everybody had a good laugh after the fact, but I floored it from the woods. It was full throttled. I went up. I went one way. The bike went another way. Shoulder into the ground in February. So the ground, I mean, it wasn't really that cold, but it hurt. And I went to the urgent care the next day, and it was just bruised and sprained. Nothing major. Nothing major. It was then the next week I got sick, like cold, like crazy, and all I did was like sleep for 3 days. I didn't go to work. I just slept. I worked from home, and I just slept. And then after that, 2 days before the cruise, I got an abscess on one of my teeth. And but the first day it happened, and then the day before I was supposed to leave for the cruise, I ended up, well, it was the Friday, and I was leaving, the cruise was leaving when I don't know, was it a Monday, a Tuesday, whatever, no, the cruise was on a Tuesday, I popped it on a Friday, and it was disgusting, but then it didn't come back, and I was fine for the cruise, it was good. So yeah, I do stupid things, and it's okay. And so anyway, yeah, that was my skiing story, and then my stupid thing story. All right, so Hollywood Studios, for all you Star Wars fans out there, they're bringing back Star Wars Galactic Nights. It's that extra ticket party thing going on. So that's coming up. That starts December 16th. So you can go get tickets now, I guess. And the final piece of news before we get into everything else, again, Hollywood Studios, for those that, I always have cruise insurance, so I mean, I still made it to the cruise. I had a blast. There was no pain. I just popped it, and I had some kind of medicine of some type to help kill the pain. But regardless, it was cool. But anyway, so everybody knows about Toy Story Land going in Hollywood Studios. All the track is completed on Slinky Dog. The train came into town. There's video of them, parading that thing, getting to the park. And it's now on the track, and they're doing the safety tests on it. So they're going to start cranking up regular tests on it. The train looks really cool. So whenever I get there, I will check that out and try that out. So, all right. So we have two topics, and we're going to get it. We'll leave the Fright Fest for the last part of the show. So we're going to do the SFNEOnline.org update, just so you know what's going on and all that. Everybody that's been watching knows that I've taken over. AJ passed the torch to me, but AJ's still with us. So isn't Zach. Zach just doesn't have as much time to do things. That's why evidently the last time that the site was updated on the main page was when they announced the Joker. So like a year and a half ago. So I've been putting all these pieces together trying to do it. And it's not easy being a one-man show, so that's why now Luco and Dave are more involved, helping me out with stuff. So it's great. And we'll add people to the, to the thing, helping us out. So like I said, I've been building up YouTube, doing tons of research. There's no magic button to become famous, and I don't care if I become famous or not. I just want people to subscribe to the channel, and we're just going to make videos. I don't care. I'll do it till I'm 150 if I live that long. It's just, I like doing this, and it's fun. And I like seeing the reactions when people comment and people liking the videos and stuff, and that's why I do it. When people, oh, that's a good question, Hulk versus Kumba. I'm going to say Kumba right now, just until December when I go to Universal and get to ride the Hulk again. So for right now, I'm going to say Kumba. It may change back to Hulk, because Hulk was cool, but I haven't ridden it in a few years, so I'll hold that thought. I mean, I love Kumba to death. I really do. I mean, both coasters are awesome, but Canopy Lake might be closer to Boston than SFNE. I'm thinking. I don't know. For those that, Daniel's making a point here. Maybe I don't want to be famous because people will stop making fun of me. I've lived just about 90% of my life of people making fun of me. But here's the thing, and you know this personally just from the show, that I can take things in stride. I have a sense of humor. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care. You can make fun of me. I'll just come back with something. But if you really want to see some messed up stuff, go look at the Wicked Cyclone Reverse POV video and just scroll the comments. Even if you don't watch the video, just look at the comments. Some of them things are ridiculous. There's a lot of rude people out there. It's totally fat shaming, call me a fat effing pig and everything. There's just tons and tons of really rude comments, but I respond back with a sense of humor. I'm not like bashing that person. That person wants to call me a fat pig, then by all means, that's how you feel, That's what you do. So, I mean, I take it in stride. I know a lot of people would be offended. A lot of people would be pissed and they'd start protesting and they make a big spectacle. But I don't care. You know what? If people want to watch my videos and call me fat all day, guess what? I don't care, because you just watch my video and you help me out. Every view, every person that subscribes, it's another step closer to where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I just want to have fun. And I just want to spread the gospel in the world of the Grove Show and SFNEOnline. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. So anybody that stayed this long so far and is watching it, click that subscribe button, share it, I'm going to give the spiel all the time. I just want to see you get up. We got like 312 subscribers. But for me, starting to care, that's pretty good. So, for me, I mean, I don't have high expectations. I'll probably never have 1 million subscribers, and I'm okay with that. Hell, if I got like 1,000, I'd be happy as all hell. That would just be cool. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. So anyway, yes, Wicked Cyclone Reverse POV hit 100,000 views, which was cool. I know it's a drop in the bucket, but again, to me, that's a milestone, and I'm happy about that. So again, thank you everybody for that. I did an update, and actually, Zach used to update the website all the time, but he's down in Florida for college, and he works down there too, and you know what I'm saying? So he doesn't have the time to update it, and that's why I didn't get updated. And I was always working on the Grove Show, and then AJ presented me with taking over the website. So I said, okay, now it's my job to keep it going and make it better. Yeah, I mean, 312 subscribers. You know what? I'm happy about that. I'm not even upset. I mean, do I wish it was more? Yes. And that's why I started doing the, what do you call it? I got that little campaign video going, hey, subscribe. We're trying to get to 500. We're almost there. So, and here's one thing I don't understand. a lot of my friends that are out there that aren't in the amusement industry, there's some in the movie industry, there's some in music, and they're always like, hey, share. Everybody shares their stuff. Maybe my stuff sucks and nobody wants to share it. People like it and that's cool, but nobody shares nothing. I never see a share. Everybody's like it, awesome. All right, well, help me out and share it. Not that, I don't understand what the whole thing is. Why doesn't anybody like to share? Do you want me as your best kept secret or something? Maybe you don't want the world to find out how crappy of a host and video editor I am. I don't know. But I'm sure as over time things are going to build up and that's fine. All the research in the world and everything, it's all about promotion. It's all about trying to make the best quality product that I can. And I really need to kind of work on my editing because it sucks. I'll be the first to tell you. I'm trying, but I'll get there eventually. There's no rush. I'm going to be here forever. Yeah, I know. I know some people click it before they even watch it. And, I mean, the views are starting to get up and up and up and up and stuff like that. So I'm happy about that. It's a work in progress. So it's cool. I'm all about it. So what's next? So we're going to keep up. I'm going to try to update it at least once a day on the main page. There's going to be videos, the blogs, vlogs, news. We're just going to try a bunch of things. And then you guys can tell us if you liked it, you didn't like it. Because I don't know what to make, what not to make if nobody says anything. Don't be afraid to be like, hey, that sucked. Don't do that no more. No, this show doesn't get edited. It's just raw and it goes out the way it is. And that's it. And that's cool. But the other videos that we've been making POVs, and I did my first, what I call a vlog, with the video called A Day at Six Flags New England. And, I tried it out. I'm working and trying to find what works, what doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to find everything. So it's up to you guys to tell me what's good and what's not good. I don't know what's good and what's not good. I make it and I think it's great. You might look at it and go, that sucks. I mean, honest opinion, if it's good, if you like it, I know people like to bust chops. And I'll bust my chop and be like, oh, that sucked. Especially like Daniel Campbell over there likes to bust my chops. But still, if people like it, say, hey, I like it, it was cool, or it was all right, or don't make these stupid kinds of videos because they suck. Or if you like them, be like, yeah, we need more of that. Just let us know. Like, if you see the video, just comment. How do I know if you don't like it? Because if you guys don't like it, I don't want to, what do you call it? I don't want to make something you guys don't want to watch. What's the point? But if it's something you want to watch, then I'll keep making it. I mean, I got ideas, and I'm working with some parks on some cool stuff, and to see if it comes to fruition, and if it does, there'll be some funny videos coming out. And also, with this Sunday, I'm going to Lake Compounds before it even opens, and I'm going around with Jerry Brick, and we're filming a whole bunch of stuff, so we'll see stuff. Jody, where is Jody? Do you mean Jody like Dave's wife Jody, or some other Jody? I don't know what Jody you're speaking of. But in any case, so with that being said, so Lake Compounds, we're going to be there Sunday. Saturday, we're going to be at, what do you call it, Six Flags New England. Actually, tomorrow night, we're going to that one over in Seekonk behind the Speedway, Fairtown. And then after that, we're going to go to back to Rhode Island and go to the Haunted Labyrinth, because those open up this weekend. So we're going to go do that. Luco, I have no idea where Luco is. He's not even in the chat. I don't know where he is tonight. I was talking to him a little while ago, too. And Dave is at home, I guess. I don't know where Dave is today. I mean, this wasn't like a big show where... Because over the weekend, I did absolutely nothing, and it was beautiful. I played a ton of Star Wars pinball. I slept till about noontime on Saturday. I slept till way past 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. And it was great. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't slept in so long. I forgot what that felt like. And I'm always on the go. And I just said, I am doing nothing this week. I'm doing absolutely nothing this weekend. And that's exactly what I did. Friday night, my brother came over. Devin started playing Magic the Gathering. So my brother plays it. So my brother was teaching him how to play. And then Jeremy got involved in it. And then Luco got involved in it. And it was just like a crazy night. And I was just editing videos and playing pinball and doing all that cool stuff. I'm not one really for card games. Like, I like Cards Against Humanity. And then there's a new one coming out that Insane Clown Posse put out called Juggalos Against Humanity. So I want to check that out and see what that's. It's basically Cards Against Humanity, only in the world of their fans, you know, Juggalos and all that stuff. So I want to check that game out. I have the game. There's the poop card game, and then there's another one I haven't played yet, but it's called Keep Calm. You know, like you see all those, you know, the meme stuff. Keep calm and whatever. Well, there's a card game like Cards Against Humanity, like that. So that's cool. Coaster Box. Are you talking about at Roger Williams Zoo with the pumpkin thing? I don't know what you're talking about, the pumpkin something. You have to let me know about that. So what else do we got? So yeah. Oh, one question I have. You guys can put it here, or you can do it after the show. Whatever floats your boat. What videos don't you like? Like ones that if you've watched, you know, almost every video, let us know what videos you don't like. What do you think is like, you know, crappy video? Like, what type of videos should we just stay away from? You know, and you let us know that, and then we'll stop making those videos. So, but I mean, we're gonna keep trying stuff and see what you guys like and don't like. I mean, I could tell by how many views something has. I mean, sometimes even in that same topic, it just might be if it's a POV, it might just be you don't give a crap about that ride, and that's quite possible. So I don't know. Let's be like, I don't care. I'm never going to get to Europe to ride that, because Dave, when he was in Europe, he was able to film a bunch of POVs years ago, so he gave them to me to put on the YouTube channel. So that's what we did, and then some of his POV videos you guys like, and some of them you're like, whatever. I don't like it. So it is what it is, and over time people will watch it and like it and whatever. I don't care. It's there. So, yeah. So I'm going to keep updating the site, keep doing the YouTube thing. We're going to keep pimping everything out. And, I don't know about that. I'm just going to the haunt tomorrow night at Seacon. That's all. I'm going to do the haunt, bailing out, going what do you call it, Cranston, to go to the other thing, and then I'm gonna go, and then Saturday go to Six Flags, and then Sunday go to Lake Compound. See, the wheels just keep churning. Yeah, that was funny with that Juggalo March. They said that was the most the most peaceful march at the National Mall in 50 years. There wasn't one incident, no fight, no nothing. There was no baloney. And the funny thing about even that Juggalo March thing was Anifta there, those mass vigilantes and all that, that always protest and stuff. They were like on their side, and then the mother of all rallies, they contacted Psychopathic Records beforehand and was like, hey, join us. And ICP's not political, and they were just like, nah, we're marching for this thing for being, you know, the FBI labeled Insane Clown Posse fans a gang. They said they were loosely organized hybrid gang. So that's what that's all about. And now all the media is all over loving it, and they're going, hey, it's a First Amendment thing, not a gang. It's fan of music. So I watched a ton of video on that. Insane Clown Posse has a live podcast, video podcast, and they had my friend's band Wolfpack, the guys from one of the guys that used to be in the Bloodhound Gang, Daddy the Longlegs. He was they do a thing called Psychopathic TV, and they would doing live broadcasting from that, and it was cool. They marched, and the best thing about all that, I mean, when I saw the video, the live videos from all that, they were doing their, you know, they had, matter of fact, for those that know, what do you call it? NWA, you know, Dr. Dre, Eazy-E, Ice Cube, MC Ren. Well, Eazy-E's son is friends with Insane Clown Posse, and what they did was they actually had full-blown concerts right in front of the Lincoln Memorial, which it blew my mind. Somebody took a video from far away of the stage. I mean, they had the lights, they were throwing the soda, they were dropping F-bombs like crazy, and then right behind it is the Lincoln Memorial. That blew my mind. It was cool. I thought it was neat. All right, so before we get out of here, so Saturday is going to be Media Day for Fright Fest at Six Flags New England. And so all the festivities really start, check-ins at 2 o'clock. So from 2 o'clock until the park closes and we're out of there, keep checking all the Facebook pages, you know, SFNEOnline, the Grove Show one. AJ's going to be with me. Luco's going to be with me. We're going to be filming like everything and taking pictures. We're going to be filming, taking pictures. We got a bunch of stuff. I laid out my plan of what I wanted to make videos out of. And when I presented it to the park, they didn't give me any baloney. They were like, okay, we're going to hook you up and we're going to let you film whatever you want. So, obviously within reason, I'm not going to be able to like go on Superman and start filming stuff, but they're going to let me, within reason, film whatever it is I would like to film. So, that's what I'm going to do. You know, we're going to cover the shows. We're going to cover all the, what do you call it, the haunts and the scare zones and whatever. I'll let you know my opinion on that within the next couple weeks. And about Screamfest. Because I don't know if the registration is closed for the Canopy Lake event. For the Ace event. I got to look. Because it could be almost time. It could be past due. I have to find out. And if I can do the event, I'm going to do the event. If not, I'm going to do next weekend. The girlfriend's birthday next weekend. Well, actually on Columbus Day. And she wants to go to Canopy Lake on Saturday. Subscribe to... What? I don't know what he's talking about. Anyway, so keep checking that. And if you guys have any requests for Fright Fest that you want to see, let us know. And we're going to cover it. And then next week, we will... what do you call it? We'll cover Fright Fest and whatever else that pops up. I'm gonna message Fairtown and see if I can. I probably should have done that before. I don't know what their policy is for recording, because I know a lot of haunts do not want you to film their haunts because they think people are going to steal their tricks. Everybody in the haunt business knows if you have a haunt and you're charging people money, you know all the tips and tricks of every haunt. It's who does it better and who wants to go to it. That's all it comes down to. Some haunt people are cool. Some haunt people suck. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Now, see, that's the thing. I don't want to keep repeating and do everything that anybody does. Any of the coast. There are things that I plan on doing that I haven't seen a lot of the coaster channels do. When you look at the coaster channels, they're all the same. And I'm guilty of it too. It's all POVs, reverse POVs, behind the scenes, off-ride video. Who's Got Radio podcast? I don't know how many have. I know In the Loop sometimes does like a video podcast thing, and who does interviews. It's all the same stuff, but I got ideas that I'm working on, and Fright Fest is actually the first test of all kinds of things that I want to do that nobody, everybody's got, my top 10, my top 5, this, that, battle rides. I'm not even, yeah, we're going to do stuff like that, but that's not going to be what it's all about. There's way more to the genius in my mind. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot in my mind, my creativity. I just have to make sure I film everything that I want to film and do what I want to do and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? And I've been trying to follow all these coaster things because it's all research. I want to see what all these coaster fan sites do. Not only if the similar stuff, not only do I want to do it better than them, but I want to add stuff to the table that they're not doing. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to not be the same. I'm trying to broaden the horizon and do something they're not doing. Everybody's going to have their niche. That's why when you look at all these big YouTubers, they all have a niche. And that's what I want to do. So that's what I plan on trying to do, a lot of stuff. And we'll see what happens. It may fail. I mean, the biggest thing is I just got to make sure I get the video. I take good, clean video, and I need to sharpen my editing skills. And that's going to come over time. That's not going to be like, boom. You know what I mean? I got to figure out how to do certain things and make things look a certain way and try different effects and try different things and see what happens. And eventually, I will find my way. And eventually, I'll get what I want to get. And I'm just going to keep doing it. I have a goal in mind. I have ideas. And I'm just going to do it. Whether nobody watches or the world watches or 2 people, I don't care. I don't care if it's just me. And bye, Candy Blake. I have no idea who you are. But bye. Thanks for watching. But anyway, we're going to get going. But before we go, let's recap. Keep watching. Keep... Hey, I could do that too. I can do that. Because on the movie making program, I could change my voice and stuff. So I should be able to, look at that. Look at that. You just gave me an idea. I could do that. Look at that. I could do that. I'm stealing that idea. You gave me a great idea. I'm going to check out Coast. I check out anything that has to do with roller coaster, amusement park stuff. I've been actually subscribing to, and I want to see what these people are doing. I want to see what makes them so special that people like them. I'm fat, and some people like me, some people don't. They probably look, I don't want to subscribe to that fat ass, So, but yeah, so if you actually care and you want to see Fright Fest stuff, keep checking Saturday. We'll have all that stuff. And then we're going to release videos. I don't know if I'm going to release any videos during the show next week. I might have them all uploaded by then, and then there's no point in doing that, but I'll at least talk about it. And, hey, we'll see what happens. And like I said, keep going to SFNEOnline.org. And, as a matter of fact, if you look in the description, I've been, putting all the websites on there now. I'm starting to update them all. But you can click in the description. You can see it. You can go to the forums. You can start going, you can go to the homepage on there and just keep doing whatever you want to do. I don't care. Ugh, I'm a pig, burping and everything. But anyway, we're going to get out of here. I'm going to go get some sleep. At least try anyway. And we'll be back. Same bat time, same bat channel. Next Thursday at 9 p.m. We'll talk about Fright Fest and whatever. So, well, thank you. You got trolled. The channel is perfect just the way it is. Well, like I was saying, I would have called you out for copying them because Kevin isn't alive anymore. I don't see why not. What are you talking about? I don't know who the hell that is. Well, cool. Tell the world to subscribe. That's just, like I said, we want to have fun here in this chat and, in this show. That's what it's all about. If people want to poke fun and call me a fat ass, well, by all means, have fun doing that. You know what I'm saying? And anyway, so we'll be back 9 o'clock, same bat time, same bat channel. Hey, sometimes maybe I will eat horse meat live on the show sometime. When are you going to do a pinball live stream? I think I'm going to do... why, what does he do that you would say I was copying? Or was somebody else copying? I don't know what you're saying, but I am going to do a Star Wars live stream. I'm gonna roll with Monday. I'm going to roll with Monday, and we're going to do a Star Wars pinball live broadcast for a little bit. And we'll see what happens, because I got plans for videos and stuff. So it's up to you guys to tell me what's good and what's not. So I'm leaving that job up to you guys. So anyway, so I will see you guys next week. And have a great weekend. If you see me in the parks, say hi. I don't bite. And we can hang out and kick it. You know what I'm saying? So until next week. Have a great weekend. Enjoy all your haunts, your amusement parks, and all that good stuff. So, see you Thursday, 9 o'clock. Keep on coasting, y'all. Peace out. Peas and carrots.